All right, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as America, soon to be destroyed by nuclear fire. All right. Wake up the 12 tribes of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. Get you to repent, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness to get back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. All right. First and foremost, and as always, all praise is due to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. The shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right? And we're in the time right now to maintain your beautiful garments. All right? And let no man take your crown. Now's not the time to be bitching up. You got to man up and understand that this is a spiritual fight. All right? Don't be carnal out there. I just heard the brother, Give and Go, GMS Give and Go, I forget the brother's name, but this a beautiful brother, is always on point. And he said, don't be out there being carnal because them demons are going to get you. All right? The demons are going to set you up. All right? Driving, walking, you respond. Okay? It's a demon out there with a gun in his waist. All right? And he wants you to make a move at him so he can cap you and say that he feared for his life. All right? That demon is strong out there right now. They gave permission with this kid that went and shot up a bunch of people, and then he says that I feared for my life, and he got away with murdering at least 2 dudes. And now he's a celebrity, which is he's an idol out there. They made an idol out of a murderer who got away with murder, talking about I was fearing for my life. Everybody's going to fear for your life. Yesterday's camp was about fear, all right? But you got to understand, your fear belongs to the Most High. And these devils, how are you going to be able to outwit this devil? All right? Let's get that first. Salakia, bear with me. All right, Salakia. And a little battery brain fart there. Back. All right, so this devil, let me read that again. Salakia. Wow. All right, what? Salakia. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We know what this devil is up to. All right? This devil is going to set you up. All right? He's going to come up behind you, leaning on his horn. He's going to try to start a fight with you. And he's packing. You understand? He got a little something. Right? Because we're in a crazy time right now. The time is crazy. This is the last hoorah for the devil. All right, how you doing, sir? This is the devil's last go around. And he's trying to take Jake out. All right? And the Most High done put death angels out here. And it's exactly that. A death angel first of all, is the spirit, right, that jumps on a man. Going back to spiritual warfare. All right? So we got to remain in the spirit. We got to fight in the spirit. You got a spiritual sword, a two-edged spiritual sword that you got to work with. Let's get Ephesians. We're just going to go down the line. All right, to remind you how to traverse, if you will, the valley of the shadow of death. Because if you walk in carnal, this devil, he already got you. That's his thing. All right, going back to the vegetables. All right. This fool thinks he can bring out the vegetables and not the first fruits. Not an unblemished lamb. Or that red pottage that got him in trouble. Yeah. So lucky. This is Ephesians 6 and 12. Well, you know what? Let me start at 10. All right, because yesterday we spoke on fear. All right? And this devil cannot do a damn thing to you. Right? If you got on your garments, if you walking in this truth. The only way he could get you is if you're in sin. All right? So that's number one. Sin not. All right? Fear the Most High. Sin not. That's your armor right there. And then faith, hope and faith. How do you get through what is coming? Because nobody's getting through. Only the elect. All right? Only the ones that are going to get beamed up. All right? The remnant. All right? Only the remnant are going to make it. So how? Of course, you put on the elect. And you put on the whole armor. All right? Because really there's not a damn thing you can do. All right? It's pre-selected. All right? The number has already been counted, if you will. All right? But, I mean, you got to stay in the Word. You got to stay in the Spirit. It's a spiritual war. All right? Stay in the Spirit. What does that mean? Well, Spirit is the words that I speak unto you. So you just got to be, praying unceasingly. That's walking in staying spiritual. Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Wiles as in Wile-E Coyote. Okay? First of all, this man thinks he's smart, but he's always getting an anvil dropped on his head, which is about to go on right now. He's going to lose this battle. It's already been foretold. Our objective is to make it through the valley of the shadow of death without this Wile-E setting you up, getting a chance to pull out a gun, a little flag comes out, and it says bang. All right? How do you do that? Stay in the spirit. We're not ignorant to Satan's device. Satan works carnally. All right? You like this, I'm going to go knock this devil out. Don't do it. All right? That's a demon jumping on you. You got to fight that demon. You got to walk away. You got to get up out of there. You got to stay out of a bad situation. All right? Because all he got to do, once he gets you in that courtroom, you're done. All right? Get you to swear on the Bible, they throw it over their head and hit you with the penal code. Lock you in a cage. So, and that's now, very shortly, lawlessness will ensue. And anybody can shoot anybody, right? But anybody that dies, that's exactly what the Most High wanted. Here's the thinking, all right? Here's the thinking. You're not going to die unless the Most High wants you to. All right? And that's already written. So for you, the individual, how do you prevent that? Why would the Most High put you to death? Sin, carnalness, not walking in the Spirit, not following instruction. All right? Not fearing the Most High. You got to take all of those things and move forward. Really, it's like you can put a blindfold on, right? And know how to move. All right? Put on the whole armor of the Most High that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Had this crusty crab over here, cracker crab, cracker barrel, over here ear hustling. He come and sit down on the bench like he trying to listen to me. He ain't trying to listen to me. He ear hustling, boy. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Now the Most High is the one that gave them, right, the world to rule for a minute, and they rule on the left-hand side in wickedness. That's all they could do. That's their strength. Their strength is witchcraft, right? Left-handed Faustian magic. Right? But there's something greater than that. There's something that is above that. Just like this devil, he got his little lasers mounted on his chariots, all right? But that's not greater than the Most High's weapons mounted on his chariots on the right-hand side, all right? And that's spiritual. These are spiritual weapons. These are spiritual laser beams that far surpass the carnal ones. The only way that this guy can do anything, he only got the carnal blueprint. He's Wile E. Coyote. He can only do what the Most High gives him on the left, and that's low level. Janus and Jambres. Compared to Moses, Moses is a son of God. Yasharallah. All right, if you will. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Now it's going to break down what the armor is, what your protection is. All right? You have to protect yourself, right? Before you put the blindfold on, and then you walk. All right? Ephesians 6:14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with the truth, as one, having on the breastplate of righteousness, 2, feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, the good news, 3, and above all, taking the shield of faith, 4, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word. Yahushua is going to be there with you. If you got this word in your heart, which is your mind, you walking in the Spirit. What is that, 6? I didn't count. Here's how you make it. You got to get your armor. You got to, before you go to the battlefield, you got to get your equipment. You got to put on certain things. You got a helmet and goggles. You understand? The sword, two-edged, all right? Otherwise, the devil is going to catch you. You gotta be wiser than the serpent. That's why they say wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You got to be wiser than the serpent is setting you up. He can run into your car. You're going to hop out. He's going to go down like this. Then he's going to get in a firing position. So what about the car? We're almost out of here. Don't take that bait. That's bait. This serpent, you got to be wiser than the serpent. Oh, you hit me. All right, well, hey, it's okay. You got insurance? All with a smile on your face. What can you do? Like the brother said, whatever he did, he done did it already. What, getting mad is not going to change that. This whole fight is spiritual. The whole fight is spiritual. Salakia. I gotta say, call halal Yahweh Shemi Hal Shabbat Shibber Kakadash. I thought it was gonna be freezing out here today and the sun is out. I think I put on the right amount of clothing. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints, and for me, that the utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in bonds, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. You still got to be, comforting the brethren, the body, with these words. All right, Salakia. Salakia for a moment. Salah. All right, so this time, the time of Jacob's trouble, you got to switch everything up. All right? You already have the advantage because you know what is coming. And it's coming quick. And people are, the people that, you know, they don't see like we do, but they see what's coming. Right? But they don't have this knowledge. Right? We got this knowledge. And the knowledge is the way out of here. This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned. So, what's going to get us out of here? The Spirit. Walking in the Spirit. What is the Spirit? The words that I write unto you, they are spirit. All right? So, we're not creating a food pantry that we've hidden underground, like in the road. We're not doing those things. We're not stockpiling weapons. Okay? You might have what you think you might need for a minute, but what you know you need is right here. This is what we're stockpiling. We're stockpiling the knowledge, and we're rehearsing the righteous acts, and that is to walk in the Spirit and not be carnal. All right? And the natural man, what is he doing? He's prepping. He's making a garden, thinking that that's going to sustain it, right? What are you going to do? After they said, if you think this place is going to go on and not burn to a crisp, what are you going to do when they bring in the NWO, right? What are you going to do? You're just going to live off the grid, and they're not going to send drone swarms out to get you or nothing like that. You're just going to make it. No. For how long? For how long are you going to live out there on your own? And the scriptures tell you you ain't going to make it. You're going to die in the wilderness. You're going to die in the, wow. What the fuck is that? You're going to die in the mountains. Salakia. I think them squirrels are up there fighting. The only way through this mess, through this tribulation, through Jacob's trouble, which everybody's going to come upon the whole world. The hour of temptation is going to come upon the whole world. Not just the Christians, not just those that are sleeping with white women, right? And even if you get that charagma, it's still gonna go bad. If you try to play the game, right? If you comply, it's still gonna go bad. How stupid do you have to be to not know, right? And we understand. Let me read that again. We do understand this. This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High. So we're walking in the Spirit. We're being shown things, right? Pursuant to Psalm 147, 19 and 20. All right, we're being shown things that, you know, other people just can't see. We have permanently affixed the They Live goggles or the They Live glasses. And we can't take that for granted. We have to understand they can't get it. They can't receive it. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God. So you have to use that. That's like a cloaking device, right? That's standard. The Most High will lift up a standard, a way to disappear. You understand? Your way to disappear is to walk in the Spirit, because at that point the Most High got you. The only way that they can get you, first of all, is the Most High lets them. But if you're cloaked, if you got on your beautiful garments, you're walking in the Spirit, you put on the elect, you put on the armor, if you will, you're being wiser than that damn serpent and harmless, all right? And it's hard because you get mad. You get mad at these devils. I had to quit a job the other day because this devil was very subtly, nobody else could see it, but I'm like, you devil, I see you. Amalekite. I'm like, I see you, you fucking devil. I said, I fucking quit. I wanted to get him out of there, and I was about to, but I'm like, let me get the hell out of here. It's time to depart. Arise ye and depart. So I walked away, and it's time. They're about to close this motherfucker back down. They're already shutting it down. If you can't see that. Some people can't see it. They're praying that it doesn't happen. You know. Already got you. When you go to work, to get through the door, you got to be wearing a mask. And right after you walk in, then you can take the mask off. What is that? That's conditioning, saying, hey, get ready. We're going back into this thing. All right? But this time is for keeps. You think this devil is going to let go of what he made some progress. He ain't going to just let that shit go. Okay? Hey, between, what is today? We got 2 days before winter. And if you put dark in front of that winter solstice is on the 21st. You put dark in front of that winter, right? Who's dark? We're dark. It's our winter. Pray that your flight be not in the winter. Nigga, we coming to get you. And opening day is on Tuesday. Open season on niggas, Latinos and Native Americans, is on Tuesday. Open season. They have officially declared. Don't you understand that this devil, he fears for his life every time you walk by? A woman will clutch her purse. So it was put into law a month or so ago. If you fear for your life, you can shoot a nigga dead. You can have a weapon concealed, or you can carry it openly. And you can feign terror. You could look harmless and bait a nigga. He's like, I'm gonna knock you, pop, pop. And the whole time this serpent was setting you up. What is it going to be like? See, a serpent is like this, all right? Jake is out here getting hungry right now. So what's Jake going to do? He got to go. He got to loot. He got to loot the Marc Jacob, whatever they call these, Michael Kors, whatever they call these little high-end stores. You got to go loot that so you can sell that, get some money so you can get some wicked-ass Christmas presents. So you can eat. You go down to the Costco. You catch a dude coming out. All right? And when all of that's over, there ain't no more food. What is Jake going to do? They made it legal to shoot a looter, a jogger. Well, the jogger, they got him. We'll see how they do on the sentencing phase. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, the chaos, the odyssey of chaos has actually already begun. So if you're not wrapping your head around what you must do to get through this crazy time, you're doing yourself a disservice. This is Ephesians 1 and 3. Blessed be the Most High and Father of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, who hath blessed us. Who's us? All right? If you're blessed by Yahushua HaMashiach, you're of the elect. Who hath blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Hamashiach, according as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation. See, it's got to be talking about the elect. Us has to be talking about the elect. He blessed us when he made us from the foundation of the world. You have to believe, right? Hope, believe, and have faith, and do what is necessary to be in that number. The saints, the 144 and the 1/3, that's the number. What do you do to be in that number? Okay? What must you do to be in that number? Well, what's the hardest job in that number? Okay? That is to be a kamikaze. You know, and I think about this, I don't, you know, who wants to be beheaded? Okay? But you gotta, I mean, Yahushua himself, he paid the ultimate price. Right? So you gotta volunteer, you know, to be a kamikaze. I'll take that on because that's a win too. Okay? That's still a win. Somebody's got to step up and do that. Right? And it's already been written. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say this. If it be me, then so be it. Right? I must have volunteered for it at the beginning. And if that is my lot, then, you know, I know it's a win, so be it. If that's the way that you know, that, and that's the highest honor. What other way is there higher than that to honor Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua? Right? Standing stiffly for the name until death. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahushua HaMashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. All right? You want to, hey, what do you do? What do? You put on there for the elect. Walk like that. Humble down. Be of contrite spirit. Right? Charitable. Those are the things. Now is the time. Okay? The shit hasn't completely hit the fan just yet. But we see the setup. All right? We see the setup. This is 1 Peter 4:7, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer, Salaki. And above all things have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. All right? We'll jump down to 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Hey, we got to go through this shit. There's no going around it. What idiot said that there ain't no Jacob's trouble? And you got people believing it. Here comes hell on earth, clearly. See, and it's not about what you do, per se. It's about what the people around you are going to do. Niggas are going to bug the hell out. Esau, who won't comply, he's going to bug out. He's going to grab his, Johnny got his gun, and he can go out there and cause mayhem. That's his job. His job is to be the devil. You think he ain't gonna do it when he's got the green light? Green light, go shoot whoever you want. Esau, in his mind, he's gonna think, I've been waiting for this day. I'm not going to prison for going out and killing niggas. And really what that is the Most High put a death angel on him. And he's got targets. Right, like the Terminator. He's got a bunch of targets. And the Most High sent a Terminator down. Wow. Beautiful day. That's where did I jump down to? 14. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange things happened unto you, but rejoice, insomuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings. Going back to the greatest honor is to stand, right? And it's not something that, but you got to rejoice in it. You got to find the good in it, right? Hey, how Shai ain't gonna be with you the whole time? Of course he is. Look. Yeah, we will. So that's the job calling, wondering why I had to get the hell out. I had to get the hell out. Goddamn Edomites, boy. So these squirrels, boy. Jump down to 17. 1 Peter 4 and 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Wherefore, let them suffer according to the will of the Most High, commit the keeping of their souls to him. So, let me read that again. Wherefore, let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing, as unto a faithful Creator. All right? You gotta let the Most High do his thing and worry about your damn self. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Alright, so let's get some more. And let's go into that. The squirrels are knocking shit out of the damn tree. It's getting in my nose. This came out yesterday, it's coming back out. Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. All right, hey. That basically amounts to a concentration camp. All right. That are well documented. They're set up, right? For what? Or you can call it many things. Internment camp, quarantine camp. Aren't they kicking this new disease up again? If you can't put the pieces of the puzzle together, you're just a dumbass. Anybody that says it's June and take a piece of Scotch tape and put a Lay's on your hand, you're just a fucking dumbass. You can't put two and two together and see how we arrive at the Charagma. How stupid are you? Well, and then back to this. They're spiritually discerned, right? We got to read that again. 1 Corinthians 2. You got to go back there. 1 Corinthians 2:14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High. So anybody saying that the MOTB is not the Lay's, is not the Frito Bandito, right? You're a natural man. It doesn't matter how many precepts you can pull without looking. You understand? Because a little leaven, that's actually a lot of leaven. To tell people, look, go get the shot. Most High ain't gonna kill you for putting a chip, whatever. It's June. You're telling you got a big old congregation. You got the biggest congregation, and you're misleading them. What now? Okay, you can't be spiritual. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit, for they are foolishness unto him. Let me get some Scotch tape and a bag of Lay's. I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna mock the men of the Lord. And where are you right now? Chasing down Shia Khan. Inside joke. All right. For they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned. All right? Hey, it's plain. It's plain to us. How can you not? That's simple addition. Well, they're doing this because of this, and they're slow walking you, and they got to do this first, and they got to do it slow for dumbasses who are not in the spirit. And then they got to go over here and pay this nigga off so he could say it's June. And now you're in a pitiful case because you took a bag of silver, right? What about all the riches of the kingdom for not taking a bag right now? That's carnal. That's being natural. That's not being spiritual. Ridiculous. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. Keep mocking the men of the Lord right into your own peril, because you're going to be confused. Hell, you're confused now. You see this shit coming out. They're going to have the stations with lines, and you're going to say, them niggas was right. Now you're all fucked up. Right? And we already judged you. For who hath known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Hamashiach. That's deep. It's completely deep. How can you not see that? All right? You ain't gonna be in that number. Revelation 20:1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. He laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season. That happened in the Dark Ages. That nigga's on the loose, and he deceived everybody, even well-known Israelite groups with large congregations, thinking there's going to be no Jacob's trouble, and thinking it's June. All right? And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. Who? Not the one in the purple and the gold. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of the Yahweh Shai, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his charagma upon their foreheads, Neuralink, or in their hands. All right? RFID. And they lived and reigned with the Mashiach 1,000 years. Hey. All right? So that's spiritual. That's the highest level of faith. And again, we don't know who those men are, but we'll find out shortly. All right? The point is not to be afraid of any of that. It's already been written. There's nothing you can do except for walk in the Spirit. Right? All you can do is accept your lot, right? Do what you can to ensure, but ultimately, all you can do is give diligence, right? To make your calling and election sure. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Right? For this beautiful day, I thought my toes were going to be cold. And they're only slightly cold. Hell, they were cold yesterday. This is Revelation 12 and 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power and the power of his Hamashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. Salah. You don't want none of this. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives until death. Hey, the only way out of this may be death. Who wants to continue on in this thing? Yeah, we want to get beamed up. But do we want to carry on in this thing? No. No. Go down right now. Esau, stay your raggedy ass over there. Nobody want to talk. You'll get your ass cussed out. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Let's go back to the short time. Revelation 20 and 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. All right? And he did that. He deceived Nate, Salakia, Bishop Nathaniel, Commanding General Yohana, Adam Abbott. The hell do you mean that the MOTB is not the RFID? All that brilliance and you get one thing wrong, a little leaven, which is a lot of leaven, you're gonna eat them words. You're gonna eat them words, right? And the way you talk about the other nations and the Edomite dog and don't what you doing with it and all of that. What about the speckled bird? What about prisoners of war, concubines? Okay. What about Moses' wife? What about what happened to Miriam and Aaron? What about those things? How is Moses, right? How was Moses handpicked by the Most High, world-renowned for his job well done, right up to the end? Was Moses wrong? Ask Miriam and Aaron if he was wrong for marrying an Ethiopian woman. So that's spiritual. So you gotta, before you just go out and say something across the board, and there are examples that were written for our learning, there must be a deeper level of spirituality that goes into that. And like the brother said who made a video, it was a really good video, he goes, you got the so-called white men bowing down, you could have a speckled bird down there bowing down to you out of ignorance. So any so-called black man that walks by with a so-called white woman, automatically that's a devil and he's fucked up, and that's not even spiritual. Not when you understand the large multitude and the speckled bird. Hell, and for that matter, you could be a plant, you could be a Hamite, right? Like Polite, right? It's coming out right now. This is a Nigerian scam artist that was sent in to do a job, and now he's getting removed. I mean, and this is all speculation, of course, but when you consider it, hell, the Most High might have sent you in there, crept you in there unawares, and you're on a mission to mislead a bunch of people. Because the moment that you say that the hour of temptation is not about the RFID, all bets are off. Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep from thee, Salah. I will always keep, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. If that's not talking about the chip, what is it talking about? I ain't never heard that. They're already establishing legislation to keep you from buying food. If you don't have your V passport, if you will, you can't see where that's going. It clearly means that you're not spiritual. You can't see where that's going. They get mad at an old man for talking about kids in this thing, but I tell you, some of you kids, boy, as an old man, guess what? I can look at some kids and say, you ain't all to good. You got a lot to learn. Ask the elder apostles of GMS if they can see it. But, well, they've been in the truth. Yeah, and an old man that's not in the truth can look at a young man in the truth and discern through his age that you got a lot of growing up to do. I see it in the truth. I see. What's up, brother?
Jeff.
Yeah. All right. You know, and it is what it is. All right. The point is that we're at the end. The point is how are you going to walk up and down the street? Are you going to do it in a carnal fashion? Or are you going to be gray, as they call it? Now is the time to figure out how you're going to move. And if you're in the Spirit, you know that the Spirit is going to guide you. All right? Take no thought on what ye shall answer in that time. Okay? Really, it's about concentrating on, hey, whatever happens is exactly what was supposed to happen. You know, I know that I did all. I ran my race, right? Every man has to run his own race. And apparently this is mine. I'm out here at one-man camp because everybody wants to tell me how to run my race, right? Still out here. Lord willing, I'll make it to the end. And I pray that the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahweh take not His Holy Spirit away from me. All right? And we all do. But a lot of you, I know quite a few people that need to take a big old broom and go sweep their own house out. Going back to Philippians 2 and 12. This is Daniel in the spirit, Daniel 12 and 12. Blessed is he that waiteth and cometh to the 1,305 and 30 days, but go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of days. You're going to stand in your lot. Right? Well, apparently this is mine. Right? One man camp. Right? Striving for humility, contriteness, putting on the armor, putting on the elect, striving to stay in the spirit, feeding the lambs and the sheep, fearing the Most High first and foremost, and not a man who's gonna steal my crown, right? Staying aware. For 5 more. I needed that. Thanks, Gilbert. Thanks, Gilbert. Thank you, brother. All right. All right, brother. And see, you take things like that, you have a little laugh. This is a guy that used to argue with me over at what we call the stage. There's a big-ass Christmas tree on there right now. It looked like they stole all the bulbs and tinsel off of it. I laughed at that. I'm like, the Grinch got him. But this guy, in 09, used to argue with me over there because he didn't agree with the word at the time. But he was there, right? And he's been there. He's like a lawyer of sorts. And it's funny because I see a bunch of old guys all the time. I see this one guy, this fucking smackhead, who got us together. When I say us, I mean when I was in GMS for about 6-7 months, right? But there was this smackhead who brought these brothers, right, to me. And I'd probably been out there for 3 years already. But I see this guy to this day. I see him all the time. And he'll see me and he'll say something. He's getting worse because he's still out. He lives a streetwalker. But you see the old guy. I don't see Chief anymore. I don't see Speedy. Speedy's probably dead, right? That guy, Gil, and he never tells, oh, you're the king, you're the greatest that ever did, and all of that, right? Maybe in the area, right? Because I'm still here by the grace of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Kalkadah, right? But you don't let that, our righteousness is as filthy rags. We don't, we don't revel in Hell, Jacob's trouble is coming up. Now is not the time to be patting yourself on the back. Now is the time to be battening down the hatches, so they say. All right? Because what is coming is unlike anything that has ever come before. And in all humbleness and humility, it's going to be everything. You got to give it everything on the way out of here, man. You got to get on that chariot, and you got to be down for doing what needs to be done. Going back to them instructions. All right? Fear the Most High, keep His commandments, follow instructions. Put on the armor. Put on the elect. All right? Meekness, contriteness. Just keep going over it and keep it in your head. Repeat it. Stay in the spirit. Because them demons are ramping up. And them demons are going to jump on your family, jump on your woman, right? Women are going to leave. I'm laughing right now. I'm like, now? You're leaving now? Wow. Hey, all you can do is what the Most High programmed you to do. I'm like, okay. Because I'm almost sure we're going to see each other again, and it's going to be a bad situation, and I'm going to walk the other way. Why? Because you don't tempt the Most High. Whatever happens is of the Most High. You understand, you have that understanding, you can't change it. Everybody's going to stand in their lot at the end of days. Okay? You was out there doing some wickedness. Now it's coming back. Right? You didn't repent. You didn't fear the Most High. And now we're in the time of great judgment. The angels are about to let go of the four corners of this terrible storm, the four winds. And if you're not ready now, you were never ready. You were never ready. It comes down to believing. Are you a believer? Do you believe this pure doctrine? All right. You don't believe that the Most High is about to kill mass amounts of human beings that He created. You believe the devil's way. You believe that, oh, well, God loves everybody and He would never do that, and the world is going to go on forever. Then you got people calling themselves Jews, right? Living down in Israel. Does that not lead any credence to the Most High who's found in this book? And it says somebody is, an imposter and will be ferreted out, will be found. If they find me, I will surely be put to death. They will surely put me to death if they find me. Well, you have been found. Here's the devil right over here. Must be the end, because the devil done been found out. His short season is up. We're at the time of the end. This devil is mad. He's pulling out all stops. his intention is to kill you. This is Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, which is his mind, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So this guy is going to try to make good of it. He's going to try to make good. He's got his plans in place. Psalm 83:1. Keep not thou silent, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. We are his hidden ones. Especially the elect, the hopeful elect. We're more hidden than everybody else. They hiding us, won't give us no airtime, right? Confusing the situation, lumping us all together. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, so that they can steal it and act like they're us. For they have consulted together with one consent, and they are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom. We'll just stop right there. So that's the plan. Here they come. Okay? It said Esau hated his brother, and then now it's the tabernacles of Edom. It's all of them, not just Esau. Now, here they come. They've been dying to be lawless and be able to do what they're about to try to do. All right? So what must we do? Then we're going to close it up. Book of Psalm 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The secret place of the Most High is in this truth. Right? That has room only for the elect. The 144, the 1/3, the saints. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler. Who's the fowler? The bird catcher. All right? Are you a bird out here? And from the noisome pestilence, from the missiles that are coming to burn everybody's ass up. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. You got to live in this truth. You got to live in this knowledge right now. You got to walk in it. You got to use it as a mantra, meaning continually say the same thing over and over. Okay? Yahushua wept, you know. That's a scripture. And I'm using that as an example, not figuratively. Come on, Satan. Stop pushing the wind on me. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. Don't be afraid of that. That's a little instruction there. There's no need for you to fear that. The Most High got you. Walking in the Spirit, keeping the commandments. right? Praying unceasingly. Put on the whole armor. Put on the elect, right? Meekness, contriteness, long-suffering, all of those things. Nor for the pestilence, all right? This smallpox blankets evil genius, right, is about to unleash what he knows is going to turn niggas into zombies. He's going to throw everything he got out there, all right, because he knows his time is up. He knoweth that he hath but a short time. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Mass, you got to prepare yourself for mass death, mass casualties in this war against good and evil. The purge. Lean your hand, walk into the room and a bear attacks you. Lean your hand on the rail and a serpent bit you. You're going to be constantly bombarded, right, with danger, impending doom. You're not going to be able, not for a moment will you have a break. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. All right, this is the good news. It's getting out of here, having a way, having a path through the valley of the shadow of death. Only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Hey, there are 6 things that, or Salakia, there are 9 things that the Most High count happy. And the 10th he'll utter with his lips. I'll paraphrase it, right? That 10th part of it is to see the downfall of your enemy. That's what we want to see. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. What is the reward of the wicked? His downfall. This is what we're patiently waiting for. The patience and the faith of the saints. Let's get that real quick. Revelation 13 and 10, right? Revelation 13 and 10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. That's that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in, how I want to be in that number. 144 and 1/3. 144,000 and 1/3. That's the number. Back to Psalms. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. You gotta live in this book. This is your home. especially right now. You got to put it on. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. What do you want to hear in the middle of a scandemic? You want to hear that that shit is not coming nowhere near you. And if it does, it might be just to build up some antibodies because the Most High got you. We all get sick in these bodies, but we ain't going to be in these bodies much longer, Lord willing. All right? We're going to put on that new. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. All right? Chariot search. Anyway, so that's how we get through this thing. All right, one day, one step at a time. Days are getting shorter. For who? If you can see the days getting shorter and weeks flying by, and you know why, you may be of the elect. Certainly of the hopeful elect. All right, so with that, let's get it. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. You're commanded to follow instruction. Instructions are throughout the book. Put on the whole armor of the Most High. That's instruction. This is Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right? So with that, we hope that the elect were edified. We're going to say, Call halal Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shah B'Hashem Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity. The hopeful elect, tabernacle of David. All right? Shalom.